All right, the first one we're going to talk about, as you've probably guessed, my favorite, carpet. Um, People like carpet for various reasons. One of the biggest reasons you see it in new homes, especially like spec homes and apartment buildings and stuff like that, is it's very inexpensive. Okay, it the material itself is really inexpensive. I'll just say it's really inexpensive. It goes in very quickly. Um, you can get a lot of flooring done if you're doing carpet. Okay, I mean if you could do an entire house in probably 4 hours. You could have all the carpet done. Um, Generally speaking, the cost is going to be about $3 to $6 a square foot, depending on what kind of carpet you get. Um, Definitely levels of quality, mostly based on the material. Okay, but it can vary, but it is, of all the flooring options, probably the cheapest. There's three major components to carpet. You've got the carpet itself. There's going to be a pad. Okay, that pad gets rolled out and stapled to the subfloor before the carpet goes on. Okay, and that makes it a little cushier underfoot. And then there's also going to be this stuff called tack strip. Okay, and I have a video that you can watch. It shows the whole carpet installation. But the tack strip's about an inch and a quarter, inch and a half wide, and it's got nails on both sides. Okay, it's got nails that you hammer into the subfloor, and then there's nails sticking out, really small tacks sticking up out of that strip of wood, hence the name tack strip. So that gets nailed around the perimeter of the room, and then the carpet gets stretched over that tack strip and then pounded down. And then all of those little tacks hold that carpet in place. Okay, and there's special carpet stretchers and knee kickers and all kinds of tools for stretching the carpet tight and stretching it over that tack strip. Okay, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're removing tack strip from your house, be very, very careful. It will slice you open and you will bleed everywhere. It's very, very sharp. But if you get under it with a flat bar and just pop it up, wear some thick gloves, triple bagged your garbage bag, because it'll just tear right through everything. So it's pretty nasty stuff. Um, if you are going to use carpet and you're going to come back and do baseboard, generally the floor installers like the baseboard to be in first, and then that way they can tuck the carpet underneath that baseboard. Okay, if you're going to do that, you want to hold that baseboard up a half of an inch so that they have room to slip that carpet in. Okay, if you have a slab, don't worry, you can still get carpet. They glue it to the slab. Okay, they glue I think it's like a powder. I can't remember exactly how this works, but they spread glue out on the concrete, put the pad down, and then stretch. They use a powder actuated gun to shoot tack strip down around the perimeter, and then they'll stretch that carpet over the tack strip. Same deal, stretch it into place. So, pros and cons, like I said before, it's really cheap. Okay, it goes in really fast. It does feel nice walking around on carpet. It is warmer. It does give you a little bit of insulation, okay? Especially like if you have a two-story house, it doesn't really matter on the second floor, but on the ground floor, you've got carpet on the ground floor. It's kind of an air barrier, and it is another layer of insulation. I'm not entirely sure what the R value of it is, but I noticed a big difference when I tore the really disgusting carpet out of my house, that all of a sudden there's air blowing in from everywhere and it was quite a bit colder. Okay, so in an old house, it definitely does cut down on the drafts, keeps them cold from migrating into the house. Carpet is nice for kid rooms. Um, when a child falls on carpet, it's not as traumatic as if they were to fall on like tile or something like that. Okay, it does give you kind of some nice soft landings, and it's hard to slip. If you spill a glass of water, or step on a banana peel or something like that on a tile floor, it's going to be pretty slippery. But carpet, it's kind of hard to slip on. Okay, and you can. I know I haven't given the most glowing recommendation for carpet here, but there are some nice options. Okay, there's a lot of different styles that you can look into. Old like wool carpet and stuff is pretty cool if it's been well taken care of. Um, I think the bad things about carpet kind of really outweigh anything good about it. And the thing about it is really difficult to keep clean. Okay, you think you're doing something when you run around with the vacuum and vacuum up the carpet, but if you've ever torn carpet out and seen what is underneath it, you realize that the vacuum isn't doing a whole lot. Okay, there's lots of dirt and dust and stuff that just trickles down and gets captured underneath the carpet. It's incredible how much dirt is underneath the carpet when you pull it out. Okay, um, it can hold smells for a long time. And I'm just having like some really traumatic carpet tearing out flashbacks right now. I'm sorry, everybody, but it can smell really bad. It can grow mold. And then the worst thing is like it will trap those things. Okay, if you spill something on a wood floor, it'll dry out. Okay, if you spill something on a tile floor, it's impermeable. Okay, but the carpet has a way of soaking everything up and then trapping smells and moisture in. Okay, it's not a very good combination. It's really bad in wet areas. Okay, like I said, people thought it was a good idea for a time to put carpet in the bathroom. I guess it's kind of nice, like getting out of the shower and stepping on carpet or something. But yeah, no, it gets wet and it stays wet, and it's pretty gross. Okay, um, it's really easy to stain if you spill anything on it. It stains really easily. Um, it wears very poorly. Okay, people don't generally talk about like the patina that the carpet has developed over the last 30 years or anything like that. No, it just starts looking all torn up and gross. So, um, and then the other thing is carpet styles can change quickly. Um, People are just blown away at like, I can't believe they put this green carpet in the 80s or this blue carpet in the 90s. It's like, well, they're going to be saying that about that like beige carpet you put in last week, in 20 years too. So the carpet styles change. It's hard to find like a timeless carpet style. Okay. Um, and then I guess the biggest thing is I've never understood why it's like the flooring of choice for rental properties. Okay. If I had a bunch of rental properties, I'd probably put laminate flooring in because it's virtually indestructible. Whereas carpet, every time somebody moves out of the apartment, you almost have to change the carpet depending on how they treated it. But it's not something that lasts very long, and it's something that you have to constantly be tearing out and changing. And if it were me, I would just try and settle for something a little more long lasting and timeless. Okay. I'm sorry if there's any carpet lovers out there. I'm sorry. I hope it didn't hurt anybody's feelings or anything.